Okay, now here's another example of this happens to be Jim and Tom. Okay, now these guys used to go fishing together and stuff because they live close enough. You know, Dennis is out in New Mexico. I was in New York State, Delaware. You know, I was all over the joint. Anyway, uh, so and those guys, you know, they go out and buy a case of beer or something and go fish, have beers all day. So they were in pretty good shape for doing stuff like that. Anyway, we this one summer we decided to kind of get all everybody together and go down families. So Sharon and I went down and we must have rented like 7 or 8 condos, maybe more. Anyway, down in Ocean City, Maryland. So everybody's down there. Well, at night, sitting out on the deck out there, you know, it's actually a balcony. It wasn't that was up high. Sitting out on the balcony, um, there's Tom and Jimmy out there. Well, me and Mark were out there for a while. Mark Condon. So uh, we're having a couple beers. Now, me, I can't. My stomach, anyway, from then, you know, my old Navy. You'll hear those stories, but I can only have so much, and then done. Now, but I know enough to say, man, I got to make a pit stop. I go make a pit stop, and I just slide out. I, I do not return to the scene of the crime. Mark, Mark doesn't know any better, so Mark's out there, and then finally Mark says, "Oh, guys, I don't know. I think I got to turn in." And here's Jimmy telling me, "Oh, Mark has to go to bed. Bye. Okay, Marky, you go to bed." And Mark, all right, what? Give me another beer, right? And I don't know how many times it happened, but let me tell you, Mark, the next day he was in bad shape. He hung in there with those guys. I got to give him credit for that, but that was a mistake, man. one of the stories Mark told is he was out to pick up a car out in New Jersey. I don't know who the heck. I'm trying to think of whose car it was. Jimmy's car. It was somebody's car he was going to pick up out there. So he goes out with a buddy of his, right? And they're gonna Tim somebody. So anyway, they're gonna drive the car back. You know, take turns driving. So they go the last night. The last night, not a good move. Not a good move. They go to Tom's house. So of course, boom, 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 drinking the beers. It's got to be like 2 in the morning. They got to get up 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that. 2 in the morning, they finally go to sleep, right? And now Tom, he has an answering service call. Believe it or not, an answering service that calls him. I mean, it's not a machine. It says hello there. No, this is a person. And then Tom will go, "Oh, stuff today. Call me back." Boom. And they'll call him back in 10 or 15 minutes. They all knew him, you know. So anyway, the service calls. Tom gets up. But Tom, it's like he was used to this stuff, you know, his stuff. So he gets up. Then what he does is those guys are done, right? So he says, "Come on, guys, let's go, let's go. You got to get on the road." There's that. They're like, "Oh no!" So Tom's going, "You guys got to get something in you." All right, it's a great place. Now, Tom and food. He likes filling food. He likes comfort food, okay, but maybe not everybody says. So anyway, he takes him down to this little deli down there, and he buys him. It's a bagel, and it's got eggs and bacon, and it's got, and I mean, the grease is like, you know, they have to put it in 2 bags because it comes right through the bags. and, and Mark and his buddy are standing there like, eh. They're just looking at it. They're about green, you know. Tom's here. "Oh, you got to take this. This will help you. Here's a couple coffees." Gets them on the road. According to Mark, they got down the road a little way, rolled the window down, jettison those 2 babies. Anyway, yeah, trying to hang with those 2 guys was not a good idea. There's no little story about those, and Davey Niger and I will finish, or Davey West and I with those guys. Anyway, Yeah, lessons learned, and I learned them a long time ago, so I didn't get into that trouble. Not too often, a couple times. Anyway, take care.